guys, it's 𝘮𝘯𝘀. Welcome back to the channel. Hi, welcome if you're new. My name's 𝘮𝘯𝘀. I make Sims 4 content on the channel, and today we are back with another current household update. So as you saw from the intro, Josh has been contacting Juliet. If you guys remember, Josh had sent Juliet a message a couple days after she had moved in with Mal saying, hey, I still have feelings for you, and I just think it's a little bit weird that you moved so far. And that's how I'm interpreting his message, and he's just worried about her and saying, hey, you really just moved and we didn't get to really talk about your move, and I'm hearing from Olive that you quit your job. Like, Juliet, this is like not you, what's going on? So that was the message that he sent, and Juliet has just basically put that on the back burner, and she's just like living in this like fantasy world, or she's just living in her world and everything that she wants to do. And it's not just Josh she's ignoring it, it's basically everyone that she knew before Malachi. She'll send like little messages here and there saying, hey, yeah, I'm good, call you guys later. Like, Olive's trying to contact her and Ryan's trying to contact her. She's made little efforts here and there, but when they call, it's not immediate anymore. Juliet would really just like drop everything and pick up the phone whenever her closest friends call her, and she's just being a little nonchalant, a little bit like carefree, something that she really wasn't before. And I think she's just like soaking in that feeling, and she's just so happy to not really care. It's summer, she's just having a good time. She just got engaged. Mal really has shown her how much he cares, and she's reciprocating that. And now she knows that she's pregnant officially, and she's just like, wow, like life is moving so fast, but like I'm cool, like I'm chill, like she's chill. Like, I think she's a little bit in denial. I think it's something a little crazy. I'm telling you guys, like, she hasn't even told anyone. She hasn't told anyone she's engaged. She hasn't told anyone she's pregnant. She's just living in this like fantasy world with Malachi. So from the intro, Josh is like calling her and saying, hey, I'm seeing on social media like you're in 𝘮𝘯𝘀, you're on vacation, like I know you have your phone, like call me back, pick up the phone. And it's getting to a point where he's just like really frustrated with her, and she is just simply not picking up his calls, and he has no idea why. Besides his message, if Juliet wants to have a serious conversation, she wouldn't wait that long to respond. So it's a little bit weird for him. He obviously can't shake this feeling like Juliet is not doing what she really wants to do. He just finds it so bizarre that his best friend is this like housewife, basically wants to be this like housewife figure for this guy. When they were growing up, those weren't the things that she was expressing to him. Like, yeah, she wants to settle down eventually, but it's just moving so quickly that he's just questioning a lot of things. And so I don't know if he's interpreting his feelings as more than what he wants with her. Obviously he loves her, they're great friends, and I don't know if he has like a jealousy against Malachi or something, and I really don't know. So hopefully we can explore that in this video and see if his feelings are platonic or if they're moving into something more romantic. But yeah, it's a lot to dive into, so hopefully you guys can leave some comments and help me figure that out with him. But besides that, Josh has been living life. Things have happened, things are happening. Last time we saw Josh, he was dating, or actually he was seeing someone. He was seeing Selena, and I had high hopes that they were going to be something more than what they are. I thought it would move into something serious, but with his feelings for Juliet, it's a little bit complicated. So he took it upon himself to he can't really speak to Juliet, she's miles away. So the next best thing is Olive, and so he went over and talked with her and just told her how he's feeling. He got to see Jasmine, her baby, and just get to catch up and be a friend, and to see his friend and have an honest conversation with her and say, hey, like, I just find it a little bit weird that Juliet just decided to move halfway around the country halfway across the country to be with this guy. And no hate to Malachi, like, he's cool, he's chill, he seems like a really good guy. I just think it's a little bit out of character for Juliet, you know what I'm saying? And Olive was listening to that and was just hearing everything that he was to say, and she was just saying, things change. Maybe she thought she wanted something, or she thought she wanted this, and he's changed her perspective and view on life. Josh was like not hearing her. He's just like, they're not listening to me. He's like, I know her, we've grown up together, but I'm like so concerned that he is trying to like trap her to this lifestyle to fit what he wants for himself. Like that's what Josh is thinking. It's like a whole Lifetime movie. But he's like genuinely concerned that Malachi is forcing Juliet into a lifestyle that was never something she wanted, or expressed to him anyways that, you know, that she wanted. So naturally, being a friend, you know, he is concerned. And I think also, you know, the romantic side of things for Josh, he's like she's supposed to be like mine, basically, or like, you know, like she isn't supposed to, this was supposed to be a little dating thing, and it wasn't supposed to be anything serious. She wasn't supposed to move all the way to wherever, you know, and be with this guy. And Olive is just like, Josh, I think you're being paranoid. I think you're being a little bit crazy. I think Juliet's an adult, and I think she can decide for herself what she wants. And Josh is just like, oh, Olive, you're not even hearing me. You're not even listening to me. And Olive is like, okay, hold on. Let's take a second back. Like, what is really going on here? And he's like, okay, I might potentially, I don't know where my brain is right now, but I might like her. I might still have feelings for her, etc., etc. And Olive's like, oh my God, Josh, aren't you seeing Selena? You're like, what are you doing? Like, let's focus on one thing at a time. How about you focus on what you need to resolve with her or whatever before you start diving into other people's business, right? And she was just straight up. That's what I love about Olive. She isn't afraid to just like be direct with you. She's just like, listen, I love you. You know, I love you. I love her. She's an adult. She can take care of herself. Like, we're supposed to be here to support her in what she wants to do. And if she's telling us that she wants to be with Mal, then she's going to be with Malachi. And Olive does have a soft spot for Malachi anyways, because like they're good friends too. So it's a little bit like Josh feels like he's alone. So he left. He's upset. He's like, okay, whatever. Okay. The one thing I'm going to take from that conversation is to have an honest conversation with Selena and tell her where I'm at. So a couple days later, Josh invites Selena out, and Selena's like really optimistic. She's really happy. They haven't really been speaking much, but she's in her mind, she's thinking, oh, you know, he's just taking time to really tell me what he wants. And, you know, him setting up this date, she's like, oh my God, he's finally going to ask me to officially be his girlfriend. She's really hopeful because she thinks he's great. He's a successful guy. He's nice. She's met his friends. They've gone on vacation together. She is genuinely like thinking, this is going to go, he's going to be my guy. He's going to be my partner. Little does she know that is not what is about to happen. It's not what happened. And he basically tells her like this whole sob story and say like, I know we had this conversation before and etc. Like, I know you were honest with me up front and you told me to be honest with you, and I'm sorry if I have led you on in any certain way or whatever. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, no way. She could not believe what he was saying. She already formed her thoughts already. She's like, yep, he's doing it. He's doing it just like all the other guys have done before, wasting my time. Because remember, Selena is a lawyer. She's a boss woman. She doesn't mess around, you know. Their first date, she was like, this is what I want. If that's not what you're looking for, then, you know, we can be on our way. And Josh was like, no, that's what I'm looking for too. And so, you know, these months have gone by. They're talking, they're hanging out. She thinks this is going to be serious. So for her to be looking at this guy and for him to be running his mouth and talking about this and that and saying, oh, actually, I changed my mind. Not that he can't change his mind, but, you know, she was so set on it. You know, her expectations aren't coming true. So she's upset. And she's like, Josh, there's no way you're telling me this right now. She had a feeling this was going to happen because on vacation, she just noticed how close Josh and Juliet really are, like how close they are hanging out. And, you know, she had like a feeling like, was there something more between them? They just like, obviously they've been friends for so many years, but, you know, they look great together. They, you know, just getting in her head. And so she asked him like, is there someone else? Is there? And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you I was gonna be honest. And I am. I'm thinking about seeing someone else. And so she's like, it's Juliet, right? It's her. And he's like, yeah, it's her. And she is just like, wow, okay. Okay, Josh, well, this was great. Have a nice life, I guess. You know, I hope you don't do this to her or whatever. And like, she's like, wait, isn't she dating that guy? And etc. She's just like, oh my God, you're a piece of something. And she storms away, and he's left there obviously feeling like crap. Of course, like, you know, rejection is never beautiful, and being honest it's hard to be honest, but he did it. It's obviously he feels bad for hurting her, because he knows she's a wonderful, amazing woman, but he's also not just going to waste her time even further, right, and get her hopes up. And so he obviously feels bad, but there's also a sense of relief, like, okay, I don't have to, you know, worry about this anymore. And Selena, being, you know, obviously hurt, she's like, oh my gosh, wow, you know what, let me send her a message. Let me send Juliet a message, because, you know, of course they exchanged information, and she's just like, I hope he's worth it, you know. She's just like, I feel like she just sent her like a really nasty text, and she's like, listen, something or another. But she took the time out of her day, and she texted Juliet something, and she's upset. She's obviously upset. She's saying things that she doesn't really truly mean, but, you know, it's just like the heat of the moment. She's like, like, keep your friend in check, you know, like that type of stuff. She said something really, really mean. She's upset. She regrets it. She regrets it, you know, but she just had to get it off her chest. And sadly, Juliet was the closest thing to Josh that she knows of, that she just had to send something and say, you got him, you won, basically, something like that. But Selena, she's hurt. She feels like she's been played. She just wants something real, and it's just like these guys are just messing with her, and I feel bad for her that she had to be drawn into this. But she really was like a rebound, something for him to really just get his mind off Juliet, and he knows it. Selena didn't know it, but it happened. And at least Josh was honest, and Selena can finally, maybe, hopefully, potentially find the person for her. Hopefully this isn't the last time we'll see her, so, you know, we'll see. In happier news, Juliet and Mal are, you know, they were on vacation. It was great. Juliet and Mal's mom, Caitlin, got to hang out more. Caitlin just like super ecstatic about the baby coming and the wedding coming, and she's just like, oh my gosh, it's really happening for my son, you know. They went on a little girls' day, and they got to hang out. She's just showing Juliet, like, you guys have to come back here and get married. Look at these dresses, look at these gowns, look at these beautiful things in our country. Let's go test some cakes. And Juliet says, like, oh my god, it's like a little bit early, but sure, Caitlin, sure. You know, you can't really say no to Caitlin. So they've just been hanging out and gushing over the baby that's coming, and it was just a really nice day for them to just spend some time together and relax. I think it was like their last few days there, so they were just bonding before, you know, they had to leave. Caitlin and Amelia were just so happy that their son has found this beautiful woman, and yeah, they think everything is going perfectly. Like, yeah, everything's great, but I don't know, you guys, like Juliet, she is in denial. Things are moving really, really quickly. This vacation has just like fueled her fantasy, and she's like, wow, I'm never leaving paradise. My mother-in-law is great. I have this great guy. I'm engaged. You know, she's just really happy, and obviously nothing's wrong with that, you know, being happy. It's great. Be happy. Like, girl, you got things to sort out. You gotta think about some stuff, and I think Josh is really gonna check her in this episode and really question her intentions, and, you know, really get on to her. And I think that's great. I think that's someone who really cares. Because if he didn't care, he would have been like, yeah, she's fine. I don't even care. Like, you know, yeah, she moved across the country all of a sudden, and not question it. He's gonna question it. So their last night in Terratosa, Mal took them to this like beautiful like Italian restaurant. There's just like sweet, precious moments, and it was beautiful. It was great. They're happy. Mal's ecstatic. He's just like so happy. And, you know, he took his parents out. They had dinner. It was great. Just, you know, really trying to use up their last days of vacation. And they could stay longer, but, you know, you have to get back to reality at some point. Their last morning there, they went to this like museum. I told you guys, like Mal and Juliet, like that was their majors, like that's what they did, art history. So they went out to like this Greek museum in the area and just like looked at some pictures together, and sat outside and just talked about life. And it was another date for them. And obviously during that vacation, Juliet was getting messages, and she was not answering those messages. Like, I don't know what is going on in her head. Like, she's just like, oh, I don't want to discuss like the reason why I just got up and left. Like, she just left, you know? Like, she's like, yeah, I'm moving in with Mal. But they're thinking, oh, you know, sure. Like he lived at one place and at one point, and that was closer to them, right? She moved, like, I'm telling you, like miles. Like, you gotta take a couple flights to get there. Yeah, they just soaked up the sun for the last couple days and enjoyed themselves. And then their last final hours came down to it, and just said goodbye to Emilio and Caitlin and say, we'll see you soon again, I'm sure. And obviously Mal has to still figure out like the whole company thing, so that's on his mind. But I truly had a blast on this vacation. I've said this a lot. I love 𝘮𝘮𝘳. I just love 𝘮𝘮𝘳. It's always like, it's literally fantasy land. Like nothing goes wrong in 𝘮𝘮𝘳. Really, like some unexpected news might occur, you know, like a child. But really, it's like fantasy world. It's like just sunshine and bliss and good food, happy people. So Juliet really took that and she was like, yep, this is it. Like, wow. Do I want to go back home? But sadly, we got to get back to the real world. And with that being said, let's head on into this video. So we are in game with Josh. We're starting off with Josh today. I wanted to start off with him because, you know, we haven't really seen him in a while. And I just feel like his point of view to begin would just be really cool today and just to see, because it really is like a rotational gameplay type current household. So I got to check in on all of my Sims, you know, once in a while. I do want to give like a little apartment tour. It's really simple. I just think like this would be his style. So like Olive is like an artist. I feel like she would have given him like some of her stuff and he would have it in his house. And I feel like these are some of her work and he just like picks up things here and there. But, like this is his living room. I feel like this is his mom. I haven't gotten around to like making his side of the family, but you know, maybe for the future. But I think that's like his mom. Over here is like his entryway. Gotta have a picture of Bestie. This is little like workout area. And I think I might actually change the floor to something else now that I'm really looking at it. But that's it for now. His kitchen. And I went with like a darker toned kitchen. I don't know. I'm just really liking like the dark brown and the black together. I think it's pretty. Guys, I recently found this like reusable, refillable water bottle by this creator. But it's really, really cool. You can like add water to it and actually drink from it, which is really cool. But that's his kitchen. This is his little bathroom. Really, really simple. Is this green? Oh, there's black. Oh my gosh, let me turn down the music. But this is his bathroom. Really, really simple. He's obviously just renting this place, so I didn't go too crazy. And then this is his bedroom, like dark brown again and just black. And yeah, this is his little space. I like it. His degrees on the wall and little clutter. I love clutter. I gotta put it everywhere. I feel like he's a records guy like Juliet. Like they just love records, old songs, jazz, all of that. So had to add that in. But Josh is just chilling over here. He obviously just got out of that really long intro. And I'm sorry guys, I don't realize that I'm talking for that long in my intros. So I hope you like watched it. I hope you listened to it. But basically, Josh has been calling Juliet for days now. What I feel like Juliet did when leaving, hey guys, I'm moving in with Mal. It's a little bit further away. I'm excited, you know, talk to you guys soon once I've settled in, all of that good stuff. And so they've just been like, you know, waiting on her, waiting to hear back from her. And there really hasn't been any communication. It's been, you know, almost a month now. And so Josh, like obviously being Josh, you know, he's concerned. I think I'm gonna have him call Olive right now and just say, hey, just want to let you know that I broke up with Selena. But that's what I feel like Juliet did. And Olive and Ryan, like they're texting her, hey, and she'll reply. But ever since Josh left her that message, you know, it's a little bit weird for her. So she's been avoiding him ever since. And he's just like, come on, let's talk about it. I still don't really know if it's like platonic, like a platonic love or romantic love. But if you look at their, oh yeah, look at that. They're done. But if you look at their profile, he like perceives her as very attractive and like they have good compatibility and they're good friends and all of that. So I don't know. I really don't know. Like I don't want to force anything, but I think Josh might like her. And I don't know. So that's definitely something I want to explore in this episode. And let's see if we can do something for fun. Watch TV. Yeah, just to recap, that's what's been going on. But Josh is like, okay, if she's gonna get back to me in the next, you know, hour or so, I'm just gonna book a flight. He's on summer vacation. So, oh, this is like the last day of summer too. I might have to cheat that a little bit because I want it to be like maybe one more week of summer, but we'll see. But he's on summer vacation. You know, he doesn't really have anything to do, you know? He has no problem booking a flight and going to see her because that's his best friend. And sometimes you just gotta, what you gotta do. And so he's ready to see her. It's been a while. It's been a month. And yeah, so when it comes to Selena, you know, I think I've explained it enough. I think Josh was using her as a rebound and he regrets it. You know, it happened, but you know, he had to let her go and tell her her all of this. So right now they don't really have any bitter sentiments or anything. I think it's like it's just, you know, they're just acquaintances now. I don't think they want to see each other again, but we'll see. That's what's been going on. But I did give Josh a little makeover. I don't know if you, let me see. Let me jump on into criticism. So his hair was obviously a little bit shorter, but you know, it's been a couple months since we last saw him. So I feel like he would grow it out, like grow it out. I like it. He's so handsome. He's a really handsome sim. So, you know, kept it simple, kept it Josh. These shoes are so good. Like, they're so beautiful. We got this simple outfit again. I kept this the same because he doesn't really go to many formal things. This is his little athletic, some sleepwear. This creator like dropped like the coolest male CC and I had to give it to Josh, obviously. And I think I might even give him one of these. I think I just forgot to do it, but I'm in love with it. Like, so good. Maybe this blue, maybe a purple. And yeah, that's Josh. Some summer wear and his winter gear. But yeah, that's Josh's little makeover. He's feeling inspired to cook right now, but he's not hungry. But let me have him use the bathroom. I got wicked whims, so I gotta be careful. And maybe even just take a quick little bath. You know what? I really want to see him refill this because I haven't used it. So Josh will be our little tester. And you know, maybe he can have a little something. He is getting hungry now. Let's see. Sushi tray. Maybe some sushi. Some nice afternoon sushi. I've called to inform you that your great second once removed cousin's friend grandfather has passed away and for some reason has left a vast portion specifically to you. Will you accept? I already know what's gonna happen, but you know, like, under what conditions? Let's take the cash. Let's take the cash. Oh, can you not reach it? Here, let's try again. Ooh, Olive is calling. Olive would like to come over. Yes, definitely come over. We're cooking too. Come on over, Olive. Because she probably was like, are you feeling sad? Are you okay? Like, I know you broke up with her, but like, are you good? And he's like, just come over and we can talk about it. Let's see. Invite in. Did she bring in a plate? Olive, what in the world? Here, let me throw this out. Look at her being like a concerned friend. She's like, oh my gosh, are you sure you're good? He's like, I'm fine. I actually just cooked. Do you want something? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. Olive, don't worry. Here, call. I just realized he has no table to eat. I just realized that. Olive. And then I quickly just want him to fill that up. I think it's so interesting. But he's like, here, you can grab some food. But I think Olive is like, so what exactly did you tell her? Was it like, you know, taken well? Was it, you know, a good breakup? And he's like, don't think she took it the best, but I had to do it. And she's like, okay, well, you know, yeah, that makes sense. That would, you know, she would, I can understand why she would feel that way. I'm just glad you did it because, you know, you didn't want to like lead her on. And he's like, yeah, so definitely glad that we did it. So like, we're just like reflecting on it. And he's like, I hope it doesn't like ruin your guys' like little friendship. And she's like, I think we'll be okay. We weren't like super close or anything, but like, I for sure feel bad, you know, like. And she's like, yeah, that's understandable. That's completely understandable, Josh. Let's put this in the fridge. But she's such a good friend for just stopping by and checking in on him. And I think he's probably just saying like, how's my favorite girl? How's Jasmine? He's like, oh, she's fine. She's doing so good. I think I'm gonna control her for a second and have her sit in the living room. She's feeling focused. But I should definitely get him like a little dining table, maybe right here or something. And I'm just gonna have her channel surf. Did you already fill in and I didn't see? Maybe you guys saw. Look, he can like drink it and everything. And I just think it's the coolest thing. Let me see it. Cool. That's all I wanted to see. Oh, but he didn't really like it. I mean, it's just tap water. So a booty sim only enjoys truly inspired drinks. This is not one of those. Sassy, so sassy. We obviously have to tell Olive, like, you know, I told Juliet, but yeah, I called her and I left her a voicemail and I said to her that if she doesn't get back to me in like a few days or whatever, which it has been a few days, I'm just gonna go. So Josh is obviously going to go see Juliet. It's been a couple days. He left that voicemail saying, hey, if you don't text me back, la 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 la, I'm gonna fly down there. So I think he's just gonna tell Olive about that, talk about travel and say, I'm gonna fly down there. I'm gonna talk to her. And Olive was like, oh, well, like right now, like today. And he's like, yeah, maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I just gotta see her, Olive. I have to see her. And she's like, yeah, I understand. Yeah, we definitely need to hear from her for sure. So I think that's fair. Pose crazy scheme and say like, what if she's literally hiding in his basement or something? It's like a joke, but it's not a joke. He's like, what if she's like trapped there? And Olive is like, yeah, no. Like they talk to Mal, like Malachi texts Olive and all of that too. It's just that Juliet isn't like saying hey and whatever. So that's like the whole dilemma. Yeah, they're just chit chatting, catching up. She's just like, you know, have a good flight and I'll see you when you get back, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna give her a hug and have her head home. Because it is getting a little bit late. Trusted confidant, venting to a friend. So cute. But she's like, you know, take care and I'll see you soon. And good night. And we can send her home. Bye, Olive. I'm gonna have Josh head over to his computer, browse the web to like find a cheap little flight, one for tomorrow night or something, and he's gonna go see Juliet. I don't think he's gonna be able to relax or rest without just seeing her in person and seeing his best friend. And so after he's done with that, I'm gonna have him brush his teeth and maybe use the bathroom one more time and head on to bed. But I think he got a flight. He is just like, I hope she's okay. I hope she's doing well. But yeah, I hope you guys like, I hope you like when I do rotational gameplay. I like it. I think it's cool. And it's all part of the bigger story. So, you know, I have to go and check in on my other Sims and see how they're doing. So it's the next morning and missing out on dreams, wants and fears. Sometimes is good and then others it's not. Do I not have, oh my gosh, I don't have my mods in. I thought I had all my mods. I guess I don't. Like I don't have UI cheats. I can't get rid of this. But I'm gonna have him come brush his teeth and do a quick little smoothie because he loves to just go out on a jog every morning and just, you know, just something to wake him up and keep him active. But this is what Josh does. Like, this is Josh's little routine. I kind of feel bad for him. Like, oh, I feel like he's a little bit lonely. I think Josh is 30 years old and I don't know, I feel like he would have maybe this is a little bit true in the fact that, you know, he is getting up there. He's moving along in age, I guess. Not that I think by 30 you should like be accomplished and everything. I just think for him, for his personality, he has a big family. So, and I feel like all his siblings have, where is he? All his siblings have kids now, and he's like the last one to have kids. So I don't know if he's the oldest or the youngest or anything, but you know, life is a moving. Oh, he has his phone in his hand. Yeah, he's getting his steps in. Oh, look at this sim over here that's coming our way. Are you sad, Josh? Purpose of life. Whoa, who is this sim? Angelica Shepherd. She looks so cool. Doesn't she look cool, you guys? Would he stop and say morning? Would he stop and say something? You know, if we see her again, and if she lives in the neighborhood, we might say something. Maybe they pass each other every morning on their jog. Maybe they jog at the same time together. I don't know. I just, you know, she looks like a really cool sim. Listen, he's about to be done. I'm just gonna say hi. I'm gonna say morning. He just finished with his jog. So maybe, I hate that they take off their outfits. Maybe he's just like, morning. I see you jogging all the time. I'm Josh. And she's like, hi, I'm Angelica. Oh my God, it's like angels. He's angelic. And he's just like, your tattoos are cool. Like, I just see you every morning. Did you just move into the neighborhood? And she's like, yeah, I actually just did. I gotta look into her. She's cool. She's just like a cool sim. He's just like, you know, have a good morning. I just wanted to compliment your tattoos and I see you, you know, have a good day. Ooh. Ja, he looks sad. He's sad, but let's pretend he wasn't sad. I gotta put my mods back in my game. But she looks like a really cool sim. Angelica from next door or something. What if she lives across from us? Look at me trying to start something. But look at her. She just seems so cool. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Faces passing, I'm homebound. So once he's all done with the shower, he can drink his protein. Nice. What? I think I got a peach one. Gotta keep that muscle. not only does protein fill you up, but it helps you build muscle. Nice. And it was a good drink. The flavors were good. But I think Josh might have had a morning flight or like an afternoon flight. So I just want him to text Olive. And oh, there she is, Angelica. Oh, he thinks she's basic looking. I don't think she's basic looking. I think she's cool. But I think he just texted Olive saying, hey, I gotta let's hit the gym. But I'm gonna take this as, you know, you're feeling pumped. Have a good flight. I'll see you soon. Take care. Tell her I say hey, you know, and all of that. But I hope you guys like this, like, you know, day in the life sorta with Josh. You know, we haven't seen him in a while, so it's always good to just catch up with all the Sims. But yeah, I think maybe his flight is like at 1 p.m. or something like that. And it is fall now, you guys. So it's like been a year. It's been a year since we have started this little series in their world. It's been a whole sim year around the sun. So maybe it's like the last week of August or like the first week of September, that kind of thing. We'll see. But I think Josh is ready to go. I think his flight is like, you know, now. And we're gonna head over to Copperdale to see our best friend who's hiding from us. So we are here at Juliet's house, and Josh is just gonna go ahead and knock in, break in. And yeah, this is his first time seeing the house, so he's obviously pressed. Juliet should be home because we did send her a message that we are here. So she's probably coming downstairs now. She probably yelled or something like, hey, I'm coming down or something. So I'm just gonna control her and have her come over here. This is a little bit crazy, but I can only imagine that it's a little bit awkward. I don't think Josh has ever seen Juliet dressed like this before. It's like, what? He's just gonna a loving hug. She's like, you weren't joking, you're actually here. And he's like, yeah, I'm here. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. What are you wearing? Like, she's in this, like, I don't even know what it's giving housewife. It's giving I stay at home playing. But he's never seen her like this, and he's like, oh wow, you look great. Oh my gosh. And he's like, wow, you guys have pictures all over the walls already. As soon as he walks in, he sees like these big portraits on the wall, and he's like, wow, you guys you got comfortable, huh? Only been 3 weeks. When did you guys have the time to take all these pictures? I think he's being a little bit judgy, and I think he's being a little bit like, oh my god, you're like actually a wife already, or you know. She's just like, yeah, we're definitely comfortable here. How long are you staying? How is everyone? How's Olive? How's everything? He's like, we definitely miss you, Jules. You look different. Like, wow, your hair's lighter. She's like, yeah, it always got lighter. It's the summer, you know, it gets lighter in the summer. And she's like, do you want something to drink? Do you want something? He's like, yeah, sure, Jules. What do you got? You can grab a s'more in the fridge. And he's just like, it's okay, I'll just grab some water and sit. I think she's like stress eating, and also like just the baby. I think she's just craving something sweet. But he can obviously tell from her like side profile, because I think she's showing Malachi's home. No, he's not supposed to be here actually. Mal is not supposed to be home. Pretend he is not here. Just pretend he's not here. Let me send him on a art exhibit. Juliet's like, let me see, invite to feel baby, and he's like, whoa, like, Jules, you're pregnant. And he's, oh my gosh, you see his face? His face for a minute was like, oh my gosh, wow. Wow, yeah, you're definitely pregnant. She's like, yeah. And he's just like, wow, Jules, that's crazy. And she's just like petting her cat. Wanted to ring and say, I'm so happy for you, dude. But obviously he also sees her ring, and she's like, yeah, I'm engaged as well. But he's like, wow, Jules, you're engaged? When were you gonna tell us about this? And she's like, well, I don't really know. I there's just been a lot going on, and yeah, you know, like, he's just like, you just got up and left, Jules. Like, we've been, you know, worried. I won't even lie to you. I've been worried. You haven't been answering my calls. Like, what's going on with you? Like, we need to, like, you're pregnant. Like, what? Like, I'm supposed to be your friend. Like, I'm supposed to be your friend, Jules. Like, important things like this, I should know about it, don't you think? I'm gonna have them sit here together, but I have them sitting here, and Juliet is feeling confident. I think she's just going to tell Josh, I've been going through a lot, and I didn't want to stress you guys out, and the pregnancy it wasn't planned, I swear. It was a surprise to us as well. And the engagement is only recent. It wasn't something, obviously I didn't propose, Mal proposed. And Josh is like, you just proposed, he just proposed, and you said yes, just like that, Julia? I'm gonna make him like not happy. For storytelling purposes, I'm gonna make him a little bit, do I want to do anger or do I want to do tense? I'll do tense. I don't think he's that press. I don't know what's going on with my UI, but we're just gonna keep going. But Josh is just going on and on. He's just like, you didn't tell us anything. I'm coming up with these crazy scenarios in my head, Juliet, thinking you're being forced into something you're not wanting. You're basically having a family already. That was never something I knew you wanted like that. And she's like, well, Mal has changed my mind. Like, Mal has changed me, I guess. He makes me happy, Josh. I don't know what you want me to say. And just hearing that, I think Josh is like, happy? Really? You being all dolled up like this is what makes you happy? I heard you quit your job, Juliet. Like, I heard you quit your job. You never wanted to quit your job. You loved your job. I know Thomas. I know he was a piece of crap, but for you to just give up and just walk out like that, like your whole career, everything that you worked for, you're letting this guy just control you. And I don't think that's cool. She's like, Josh, I wasn't happy there. I was not happy. I'm happy now. I think you can see, like, why. He's like, no, I don't see why. Why? You're living in this big house and everything. Money, is that the issue? You've never had any issue with money or any of that sort, Juliet. I don't think you're happy. And I think at this point, Juliet is gonna start getting angry because he's basically telling her how to feel. And she's like, Josh, what the hell is your problem? I'm happy. Are you not hearing me? Are you not listening to me? What more can I say? And I think Josh is like, we used to make you happy. Your family, your friends, us, we used to make you happy. All of a sudden, this guy comes around and he's all you can think about. Is someone peeking? Wait, let me adjust that. Wicked whims, you're crazy sometimes. Let me actually just turn off the entire mod because it's kind of crazy. But she's just like mad. And she's like, Josh, you guys don't make me happy. No, we obviously don't make you happy since you got up and moved halfway across the freaking country and didn't tell us anything. And now you're pregnant and engaged. And she's like, I can't take you anymore. I'm going outside. You're making me like irritable, Josh. But they are just going at it, and it's super tense. It's getting tense. It's getting fiery. I'm trying not to overdo it because she is pregnant and, you know, stress and all of that. But she is heated. She's like, how dare you come into my house and tell me how I should feel? But at the same time, Josh is being logical. Sure, you're happy. That's great. How about you share your happiness with your friends who came before this guy, who loved you before this guy? And I don't even trust this guy. He's like, I don't know why I feel this way, but I just know he's wrong for you. He's not good for you. And what's that TikTok thing? That old meme? It's like, but he's just like angry. He's just like, we would never do this to you. We wouldn't get up and leave. You told us you're moving. When you told us you were moving, we thought you were going to his old place, not here. You didn't clarify that. You didn't clarify anything. I have to be looking on social media to keep an update on you. My friend, my best friend, the person I think is my friend right now. I don't know who you are anymore right now. Best friends don't get up and leave and lie. You lied to me, Jules. Like, you lied to me, and you lied about something so important. You're pregnant now. You're engaged now. When the hell were you gonna tell us this? But she's like, I just needed time. You don't think this is hard on me too? I wasn't expecting all of this, Josh. I didn't expect to fall in love. I didn't expect to want this. Juliet's like, my desires have changed. I want this baby. I want to get married now. People can change their mind, Josh. She's just so heated that she's just saying any and anything. And she's just like, just yell at and say, like you did, like you changed your priorities when I told you I liked you. Didn't you get to change your mind when 1 minute you said you liked me and then I said I liked you back and then you said no, we can only be friends? Do you remember that, Josh? Do you remember all of that? Now I've changed my mind. I want this. And you can't tell me what I can and cannot want. What is she doing? Taking angry poop? Oh my gosh, it's just getting so tense. It's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. But he's like, don't walk away. But they're angry, they're going at it. And he's like, wait, like, don't walk away right now. I'm talking to you, Juliet. Like, I'm speaking to you. And he's just like, you're not bringing that up right now. You want to bring that back up? Like, don't walk away from me. I'm talking to you. And he is just gonna grab her. He's gonna say, no, like, you're gonna listen to me right now. He's like, I'm not telling you how to feel, Jules. I'm just, you know, I care about you. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Maybe she's like, you want to know how I feel? This is how I feel. Oh my gosh. She's like, oh my God, I did not do that. I didn't mean to do that. And he's like, it's okay. She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But Josh just grabbed onto her hand, and I think he's like, this is why I didn't want to give up on you. I knew you felt something. I knew you felt something for me, Jules. Like, I knew I wasn't crazy. Poor Max is witnessing this. Oh, Maxie. But I think she's feeling so bad right now. She's like, I didn't mean to do that. Wow. Like that actually happened. And she's not happy. She needs to stop being happy right now. She's like, oh my God, I gotta use the bathroom. And he's just like, yeah, of course. But I don't think he's like happy. I think he's in a state of shock, like, oh my God, that just happened. But also internally, he's like, I wasn't crazy. She kissed me. I was just saying, Juliet, wait, let's talk about this. Like, you can't just walk away. We're having a conversation. You're not going to walk away from me again like you've been doing for the past month. Like, you need to listen. And I think just hearing herself look back at the rejection that he had given her almost a year ago, it just brought up memories of like what could have been, I guess. I really don't know what to say right now. Like, I'm in such a state of shock. I wasn't expecting them to. I knew there was a kiss, but I thought he would have kissed her. But it was the other way around. So you guys are gonna have to tell me what that all means. She's still in the bathroom, but I think she's just like in there like, oh my God, like I did that. She's just like, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God. Like, Malachi's gonna be home any minute. Like, what if he had like walked in? And where is Mal? Mal is in the house. Speak of the devil. Obviously Mal wasn't expecting Josh to be here, and he's like, whoa, what's up, man? Let's do a little bro hug. And Juliet is gonna, come walking. She's about to grab some wine. Girl, you can't drink wine. You're pregnant. But she's like stressing. She's like, she heard Mal's voice and she's like, oh my God, you're home. I wasn't expecting you back so early. I feel like Josh is just saying, we missed you, man. We've been talking about you. Good to see you. Heard you guys you're engaged. And I think Juliet's just like, oh my God, I'm just gonna go grab something to drink. Juliet, stay away from that wine, girl. Go grab some water. She just needs to, she's like, oh my God, she's freaking out. She is freaking out. She's just like, oh my God, it's here, Malachi's here. And they're talking. Obviously, Josh is gonna say anything, but he's just like, here. But Mal's like, yeah, you guys keep chatting. But I think he's just cleaning up, and he's just like, you guys keep talking. Don't let me interrupt you. Don't let me stop you. But I think Mal's gonna grab a quick shower. He's just like, you guys keep talking. Didn't mean to interrupt, but good to see you. Good to see you. But I think she's just gonna, I think they're like whispering, and she is just saying, I'm sorry, like, let's like pretend that didn't happen. That was out of character. And he's like, no. He's like, hell no, Jules, I'm not gonna ignore that. You kissed me. She's like, could you keep your voice down? Your voice down. Mal is right upstairs. And Josh like does not give two craps right now. Speculate about other people. It's like, I'm not just gonna forget about that, Jules. I didn't come here to obviously kiss you. You obviously been thinking about it. She's like, you stop it right now. No, I freaking wasn't. It's like, you kissed me, Jules. Like, I'm not gonna just forget about that. And she's like, okay, listen, please ignore the bar. I had to cheat, but they don't have any romance. I might give them like a little bit. Here, let me do it right now. I had to cheat so I can unlock the romance thing. So just ignore that. It's a little bit, But anyways. But I think Juliet's like, Josh, let's just forget about it. Like, well, we can talk about this more tomorrow. She's like, I love Mal. You know I love him. And he's like, I didn't say you didn't love him, Jules. I just think you might feel something for me too. I don't know, you guys. Like, wow. I just wasn't expecting that from her, like so boldly, but it happened. It happened in the steam of everything. And poor Malachi's up outside now. I think he was grilling. He's probably just gonna come over here and give Josh another hug if I can unlock it. My game is being so funny today. I think he's just gonna come over and say, you know, you have a good night, man. I'm gonna head up. And he's like, yeah, good to see you. And he's just gonna, I think, give Juliet a kiss on the cheek and say, I'll see you upstairs, babe. And oh, poor Josh. Gonna head up. He's gonna hit the hay. And she's like, yeah, I'll see you upstairs, hun. She's stuttering. She's just like, yeah, yep, see you upstairs. But Josh is just like, listen, we can talk more tomorrow. I'm not leaving town anytime soon. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, Jules, we're gonna have to talk about this at some point. She's like, yep, I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. How about we can have breakfast at Cooper's? Sounds great. I'll see you tomorrow, Jules. So I think just one more hug. And I'm like, I don't even know if they should be even touching each other right now. But she's just like, I hope you have a good night. Okay. But Josh is staying at like a motel in town. And he's walking home and he's just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that, you know? It was a lot. But he's gone. But that kiss definitely meant something, right? Juliet has this fleeting romantic from dreaming about an intimate interaction. Romantic dreams of making out turned Juliet mind on for the moment she is feeling flirty, and she has this thing with Josh. I'll keep that, but oh my gosh, she's daydreaming. I think she's just rethinking all of that. I'm gonna have her put this away because man, oh man, would she love to have a glass of wine right now, but she can't. But Mal, oh, I was gonna bring her upstairs, but Mal's coming down and he's like, hey. Oh my god, this mod is insane. But I think he's like, oh, Josh is gone. She's like, yep, yeah, he's gone. And he's like, I've been waiting for you. Everything okay? And she's like, yeah, I was just about to come up. But he's like, I think he's like pulling her upstairs, and he's like, come on. But I think he's just being like suggestive, and he's like, come on upstairs. She's like, yeah, I got a lot on my mind. And he's like, I can take it off, you know, I can help you. I can't, but wow, so much, you guys, so much. He's just like, I missed you today and everything, and you know, he's just loving up on his future wifey and everything. But to obviously like not be suspicious, and obviously she loves Mal still, like, you know, her love doesn't go away from Mal. Of course she's gonna reciprocate, you know, she's just getting lost in him and everything. Oh my goodness, this mod. But poor Mal, he just thinks this is another, you know, like, this is just Mal. He's romantic like that. And so he just thinks Josh came over unexpectedly, but nothing weird about that. That's Juliet's best friend. Or he's gonna come pop in. It's summer. He's gonna, you know, say hey. So they got to say hey, catch up a little bit. He was probably telling, when they were downstairs talking for that minute or so where Juliet was walking by, I think Josh was just like, wow, man, love the house, you know, all of that. It's just like, the house is beautiful, you know, good to see you. They're just caught up a little bit, but you know, but they were never that super close. So it was just like a hello, good to see you, man. But Malachi doesn't think anything happened. He is here with his wife, his fiance. Let me say his fiance. But boy, oh boy, does he not know what just happened downstairs. Things got heated. And the person that I thought was going to do the craziness was his fiance, not Josh. So a lot to unpack. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching as always. Please leave your comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Whatever you do, can you do it some more now? Swear you got me falling